Welcome back to ARMS Beta, the series where we take a look at all things unused in ARMS. Today we're gonna have a look, or rather, listen, to all the unused audio files in the game. From all my time with this game's files, I am incredibly surprised about how this game removed almost all traces of unused content, which is sad for people like me who are looking into what the game could have been. There's not much else to say, so let's start with the first batch. First up, we have audio files from Object Bird. These sounds are tied to unused bird NPCs that would fly away when you get too close to them. This next one can either be a remnant of Mario Kart 8, a completely scrapped object, or both. If you've seen my Twitter recently, you probably saw that we discovered that the seagull model from ARMS is actually completely reused from Mario Kart 8, even using the exact same texture map. This seagull also has a hawk texture for Hyrule Circuit, and one of the hawk sounds was left in ARMS. This is for you to decide if this is a remnant or a scrapped object. These next sounds are sounds used when selecting ARMS. These can be heard in the early treehouse build of the game. There's a sound called UI Stage Fader In, which is very mysterious, but by name, we can deduce that this would have been used when fading into a stage instead of having actual silence. If you've been around this game for a while, you've probably heard the sound where every character in the game screams ARMS together. There's an unused version of this featuring a much earlier take and only featuring the original 5 characters. Interestingly enough, I believe this was used in the Treehouse demo as well. ARMS has a very interesting unused heliport stage which we know very little of. The only sound remnants we have of it is that of a helicopter flying around the stage. One of the unused game modes is a soccer mode. There's even a map file of the stage that would have been used for it, but it doesn't tell us much about it. Here's what the goal sound would have sounded like though. Lastly, for this first section, we have one that isn't really unused, but most of you probably never heard it during your time playing. Helix has a different name in Japan. He is referred to as DNA Man over there, and of course, there's also a Grand Prix announcer line for him.
DNA Man!
After this first batch, we have 2 subsections of audio still left to show. The ones I showed didn't really fit into any subsection, so I put them first here. Now, we're gonna take a listen to all unused songs and sounds that are not in the game files. First off, we have the unused Icho, ARMS, and KO sounds from the Treehouse build.
So press LNR to confirm, and we're off and running now. Oh, nice. Is that combos? Anyway.
Now, onto music. Everyone knows the iconic beta main theme, which I personally prefer over the final one. I'm really happy that this one has been found clear, thanks to a tweet posted by Nintendo. This next one, I found myself in an almost clear quality very recently in fact. It's the beta tutorial theme, and just like the beta main theme, I heavily prefer this one over the final one. Next up, this one was heard during the ARMS Direct. It's very intriguing because there is no trace of this song anywhere whatsoever. I like to think that this is the Misanga tribe performing some sort of ritual.
Arms, more than mere limbs, capital ARMS, can extend like springs, an unusual ability shrouded in mystery. Is it hereditary, a mutation, or the result of extraterrestrial experimentation? We may never know. Historians have attempted to pinpoint the origin, but each attempt has ended in failure, as if held back by an invisible hand. Despite the mysterious nature of this ability, it's well known around the world that certain extraordinary individuals share this gift. Many of them are actually quite famous for using their extendable arms as professional fighters in the combat sport also known as ARMS. For some reason, none of these superstar fighters can remember the moment they first realized they had the ARMS ability. They just woke up one morning and bam, extendable arms. In fact, one of the ARMS fighters, Springman, had this to say: "I was shocked at first, but having arms like this is actually pretty rad."
Please take note that the next few ones needed heavy vocal removal. They may sound very rough. Anyways, here's the beta character select theme. Spring Stadium is mostly the same here, but has some different instrumentation. Take a listen. Up next, DNA Lab. And unlike Spring Stadium, DNA Lab has a lot of differences with the final version. Take a listen. Now, let's move into our final subsection, the voice line subsection. Deep inside the files of ARMS, there are unused voice lines for 3 characters. These feature completely different takes on the characters done by different voice actors. The characters in question are Springman, Ribbon Girl, and Biff. Springman has the most voice lines out of everyone here, so we'll leave him for last. Now, without further ado, here is Biff's beta voice.
Bunny. 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 Bunny ba. Bunny ba. Bunny bunny. Bunny bunny. Bunny bunny. Bunny bunny. Bunny bunny. Kobushi. Kobushi. Never. Never ne. Never ne. Never never. Pane. 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 Pane.
As a huge Biff fan, it's very exciting to listen to this alternative take of the character. I'm really glad this was left in. Anyways, next up is Ribbon Girl's Veda voice. And finally, to end the video, take a listen to Springman's Veda voice.
Ow! Ah! Hoo! Ha! Yep. Yep. Ha! Not yet. I'm back. Ha! Huh? Oh! 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 What? That! What? Yeah, springtime! Spring Buster! Spring Punch! Ow! Oh! Ah! 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 Yeah! Ah! Ah! Ha! Ha! Too easy. I'm Springman. Springman! Ah! Oh! Ah! Ah!
These are all the unused sounds I could find on ARMS. I hope that the treehouse build gets leaked someday, since it'd be the perfect target for data mining, but we can dream. I'm so glad to have this new episode of ARMS beta out. There's still much to cover though, so stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe for more ARMS content.